Alrighty. Looks like I finally got this working. Seeing as I only found out recently that I can't stream to Instagram anymore, which is kind of annoying. But it is what it is. Okay, so the whole concept of the reason I wanted to do a live today was because I had fallen behind doing my drawings a day this past weekend because of the Philly Pen Show. So I was like, okay, it'll be the perfect time to try to get back onto drawing on streams, because I used to do this pretty frequently before. And hi everybody who's come in. And so yeah, I wanted to catch up on doing the drawings because I already fell behind this past weekend because of the pen show. And so I think I'm just gonna take some prompts because I have some of these like old calendar inserts that I had. And I was like, I might as well use them for maybe inspo for days where I'm just like not sure what I want to draw. And so in case you're not familiar with the way I do my setup, I talked about it a little bit in like my Tesho Kaigis, and I think I talked about it in like my mid-season check-ins. But basically what I do is I have a Hobonichi weeks that I solely use the blank side for. I divide it into 7 parts, and then I kind of draw each day. It's just a quick doodle some days, like that was today's because I was already going to fall behind on Monday. And then these are the ones that I've done for the past week. And then on the other side, I just kind of keep track of like media stuff. So I've been doing that. And so I think I'm just going to kind of get started. I got to pick out which one I want to kind of do. There's a lot of flowers. I think I'm going to do this one first. I have to do 3 of them, so I'll eventually get through them. I am witnessing my chaos of figuring out what is my live now because of the IG situation. Tools. So let's see. I have Sailor Demonin available for me because these all have my pigment inks in them because I like to color them in with the Tombos after. I have the Fuda Demonin with Diatramentus in it. I have Esterbrook with another Diatramentus custom blend. A 3 Twisbees with more ink in them. This one Platinum Brown. This one's Diatramentus Magenta, and then this one with Carbon Black, but this one has a beak nib, which is really cool. But I think for this one, I think I'm just going to do it lightly with the Demonin, which has the green gray in it. Alrighty, make sure, I just want to make sure that I'm in focus. And hopefully I don't bump my head on the light, on the ring light. My concern with my ring light as of recently is that the light is flickering a little bit. And I don't know if it's reading on camera like that, but to my eyes, I'm like, I'm going to go a little crazy. So I might have to get a new one soon. Hey, Neil. So it's funny because I was mentioning before that I used to do these pretty frequently on Instagram, like it's like every Tuesday. And then around June, I think I just got really busy and I was just like, I can't be like, I can't make enough time in the day to try to do it at night. And then I was like, okay, I'll do it next week. And then just got pushed and pushed. And then I just kind of fully stopped doing it, especially once November came around and I was doing Nibtobers. So it was like a drawing a day in October. And then obviously the holidays come up. And then I just was like, just doing drawings for myself. And I was still doing them in here because I have the whole weeks from last year that I filled out, which I was really happy about. But yeah, I really want to get back into doing the lives version of it because it was just fun chatting with everybody and getting ideas for prompts and what to do. Because sometimes when you're the only one coming up with like what to do, I'm like, I suddenly I can think of nothing. So that's why using these like spare calendar sheets have been really fun because they give me like a prompt, which is nice. And typically, yeah, just do really quick ones because the good thing about doing these is that it kind of makes you speed up a little bit and teach you like what is important to keep and what not keep because I'm not doing big drawings. They're really tiny thumbnail size ones. And so that gets me more comfortable to be like, okay, keep that, don't keep that. Sometimes I typically try not to pencil anything in so that I'm more intentional with my lines. And then other times I really need it. Like the one on the bottom here, I definitely used like a pen to just kind of, I think it was a highlighter I just used to kind of mark out where I need stuff to go. And then I just go in with my Tombos, and I just kind of fill stuff in. Do I have another dark color? Or maybe I could use some of this. Suddenly I'm like, do I have green? Yes, I do. Okay. So predominantly I use Tombos. I also really like the Kuretake dot markers because they're both water soluble. So if you want to kind of do watercolor, I go back over areas I feel like isn't saturated enough and I just kind of pack this on because it'll work well with water. And then the other one I really like is the Ecoline brush pens. Typically they're used for brush letting, but again, it's water-based, so you could use it for watercolor. But that's predominantly what I use in this because I don't typically have time when I'm doing quick doodles every day to bring out my whole watercolor kit. So I just bring these out and they work amazing. I have a decent amount of colors. Let me see if I can fit this in here. I keep them all in here in this Delphonics. Yeah. So I just kind of keep that on my side where I do my journaling in case I want to do any drawings that day. All right. So what should we do the background? Oh, I don't think I was supposed to color that part in. All right, let's see if I could go in with some slight grays. Yeah, there we go. just to kind of push them in the back. But yeah, that is the first one down. Let's see which other one I do. I typically try not to do people, but this one seems like a fun one to do at some point. Just probably not today. It's a lot of flowers. Oh, let's do this one. It looks like a red bean Japanese dessert. Oh my goodness. It is. I have to check the broiler in my house to see why is it so cold in here. Okay, I was using the Sailor Demonin for that one. This one's mostly brown, so I'm going to use my Twisby with the pigment. Was it yes, platinum pigment in brown. The minis are my go-to for pigments, because I could take them apart and clean them out, so I don't have to worry about the pigment really sticking in it. And I'm constantly using them so that I've never clogged for me, and they've been inked up for like at least like 6 or 7 months. So again, I'm not really just gonna go for it. Hopefully I get enough room that the little fork that's in here stays in. It looks like a little egg. It's probably a chestnut in the top. Something I realized in my recent trip to Japan that like they love chestnut in a lot of their desserts. And not that I'm not a fan of it, it's just it's a very distinct taste that I'm not a huge fan of. I actually like red bean, so I didn't have a problem with that, but the chestnut and like there was another name for it, I think. I was not a fan of it. Okay, make sure I get this little fork thing in here. This just looks like a little claw, which is funny. There we go. Make a little point here. And then there's kind of a hint of something back here. It looks like a bowl. So I'm just gonna do like the hint of it there, but I'm not gonna really draw it in. It's like a towel here, or like a placemat. Oh my god, hi Ale. Alright. Also always keep a swatch of my colors so that I can refer back to it. Yeah, here we go. 977 would be perfect. Maybe a little reddish. The other side. Oh yeah, here they are. Deep ochre might work. Oh, dark fawn would be really good too. Here we go. And these are also the Kuretake, but these are the brushables, which has like a brush tip end versus the dot, which has like a little nub on it. So these are also really nice. I need one that's like super duper light. 942 or 94. Yeah, I think 942 would work. Did I take it out already? That's 992. This could work too, actually. Mm-hmm. And then the plate is like a deep black and gray. So I think I could use N15 and N65. Okay, so N65 and then black. Just kind of marking out where like the lightest point of the plate is. I swore I had, oh, here we go. I swore I had other light grays. There we go. There we go. All right, I definitely need to make this a little darker. I don't want to make it too dark. Maybe the deep ochre. All right, this is either going to make it just the right depth or I'm going to need more. Yeah, it needs to be a little darker. I'm just gonna go with the red. Yeah, there we go. And then I'll just go back over the ochre. Ooh, okay. I was like, I typically leave a sheet of paper by me so I could swatch colors. And I don't think I did that today. So now I'm trying to find a sheet of paper. Here we go. Okay, that'll work. Awesome. So we have the little dessert thing here. We did the flower. If anybody has any suggestions, definitely send them over. I love taking suggestions from people. I've had people send me stuff for certain characters or certain flowers. Oh, let's do a little frog. I think that'll be really cool. So I want to do this little guy. This I probably will outline a little bit just because it's a little heavier detail. And for that, I'm going to use, I don't actually remember what this is called. I'm pretty sure it's Kuretake 2, and it's a felt tip pen that you could put any fountain pen ink into. Currently I have Wrangle Purgatorio in it because when you write with it, it's super light, but like I could still see it. So when I do the underdrawing, it's like not super pronounced. And because it's fountain pen and I go over the watercolor markers and stuff, it'll kind of fade into the background even more. So this has been really fun. I don't know if I would get it again for other colors. Maybe it's because I used a really light one the first time I got around that I didn't swap it out. But I've liked it so far. Just, I don't know if I'm going to get another one for it, like a different color. Oh, but before let me start this, let me put some of these away. Because this is how I always am when I'm drawing. Like, I get surrounded by markers. And then I feel like I'm going a little crazy because I'm just piled over by all these markers. Also, it'll make it easier for me to find if I know it's in this bag and not somewhere around me. Okay, so that's there, that's there. Okay, so let's do this little frog. It's interesting. Frogs are very blobby. I don't know how to describe it because, like, for other animals, I could usually get general shapes. Like, I could do, like, for when I was doing this duck, like, I was able to, like, it was like an oval here, an oval here, but this, it's interesting. Oh my god. I mean, that would be pretty cool though to do Rudo. Or at that point, I would do probably engine. I probably will have time because I started this a little later than 7 than I thought I was gonna start it, so maybe I have time. Only for it to be the worst engine Naruto ever. Alright. For when I'm doing underdrawings, it doesn't look like anything. It literally looks like blobs. So most of it's just to get general shapes out. And that's it. It's just the leaf and the frog. For this I'll probably do maybe okay, I was struggling for that. Maybe I'll do the Esterbrook Jr. in palm green. Yeah, the colorway is palm green on the pen. And then in it, I think I have, let me see. Oh, I think it's a blend of turquoise and green gray from Diatramentis. So let us do that. I probably would have used or maybe I will use that one. Let me start with first the Sailor Demonin and see if I like how it's starting to outline, and then I'll maybe go back in with the Esterbrook. All right, moment of truth. All right, so that was the tiniest line ever. Versus, let's see what this looks like. Oh, actually, I don't know if you hear me, but you could put the link in the Discord if you want. I wasn't able to do it because it's on my phone, but I think you can if you do. Like if you have a second. Okay, yeah. I think I'm just gonna stick to the Demonin. Because the green in that one is a lot darker. And with this frog, I don't want to go super dark. Oh, Froggy. You're more difficult than I thought. Yeah, you should be able to just share like when you go to my channel and like before you click it, there should be like the 3 dots to say like share link. I feel like my suspicions are correct and his leg might be cut off here at the bottom. Has a wild flow entered the chat? Also, we're drawing a frog. I'm using prompts from this. It's a calendar that Denise sent over for us for our D-Sash that I've just been taking out cards to give myself some inspiration. On what to draw. So that gave me the info for these flowers, this like Japanese treat thing, and then now this little frog, which is becoming harder to do than I thought it was going to be. But as I've now learned, uh, frogs are more blobby, so it's a little harder to get shapes down for them, like when I'm doing the underdrawing, than like with other animals. But we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. Hey, Fallon. Oh yeah, no, I'm learning. I'm not a big amphibian drawer. This is why this one's probably taking me the longest. These other two are pretty simple. My warm ups. Um, like there's no real like the science to them doesn't make sense. Like the universe made this and was like, yeah, that looks good. It's also looking very bullfroggy. But that's the thing, like there's not much there's like maybe the eyes are the only like circle ovally parts, but this is not it's like a triangle, then more ovals. His leg is kind of like a it's becoming something. I think when I go in with with the other colors, it'll maybe fix him. He's looking a little rough, but that's okay. We still like him. And then the no neck is great. Love it. It's just kind of neck. It's just head and arm. No, no other discernible body parts to draw in. But yeah, it's been interesting. The reason again, I mentioning it earlier, but I don't know if anybody was really. I might have just been talking to myself. But the reason I had to move over to YouTube was because the Instagram removed the ability for people with like smaller accounts to do lives. I was trying to find the button and I was like, hello? And so yeah, apparently like in August of this past year in 2025, they removed it and you have to have like 1,000 followers. And I was like, it's my journaling account. I just kind of like to do it for fun. So I was like, maybe on my YouTube channel. So thankfully I was able to kind of go on live here because I've been really missing kind of um doing this in this way because it kind of keeps me more motivated to do the drawings. And yeah, so that's the story why we're over here. Different platform, but you know what? It seems pretty okay. Like the quality seems just on par as when I would use the Instagram lives. So I hope everyone's been able to kind of find it over here. I did post on my Insta story, but I loved Philly. I actually filmed I was telling Fallon this. I filmed my haul on Sunday just because everything was so fresh in my mind of like the event. And after that, I just kind of chilled and just played with my pens. And it was just really nice to do. The show was really fun. It was definitely bigger than when Mindy and I went. And so I bigger inside, but also bigger with crowds because when we went last year, there was we went on a Sunday and it was a big snowstorm, so there was like nobody there. A lot of the vendors had gone home, and so it was really nice. It was just like us and like maybe like 15 other people, and it was just kind of chill. But this time around, it was great because there was a lot of people. There's a lot of vendors, really cool exclusive stuff. And hold on, I'm trying to get the body of this thing. Ooh, my hair just under my mouth. Um, but I will say what was more fun about this time was the group. Like when I went last time, it was just the three of us, which is fun. We were all chilling, but obviously M was there for moral support, not a fountain pen person. Um, and it was just me and Mindy chilling. swatching colors and stuff. But this time around, there were so many people. It was great to meet new ones. Some people I've only met online. So this time I was able to actually like talk with them. And what else? Oh yeah, no, it would have the day was exhausting. Like I think most of us didn't sleep the night before. We were up at like I was up at 3:30, but I didn't start getting ready until like a little after that. And then I was out of the house by 5:20 and our train left at 7. So, yeah, and I only got like at max like 2.5 hours of sleep because I kept waking up every half hour. And a certain somebody in this chat left at like 2 in the morning to go to the gym, and that also woke me up. So, no, but I was already kind of waking up every so often. It was funny that Em was like, "Yeah, I'm going to the gym right now," and I was like, "Okay, you do you." Oh, it didn't snow in Philly. Like maybe it like flurried, but it didn't really snow. It snowed Sunday. So honestly, maybe it was a good thing I didn't go Sunday, which I was like I always plan to do because I like how it's slower on Sundays. And there's less chance of me buying stuff because there's nothing left. Also, I think I'm overworking this frog. I'm just gonna go in and color it before I make it worse. Um. So yeah, like the weather was fine. It was not. We all overdressed. We all overdressed. We were sweating and hot, and at some point, I think I was just carrying my coat because I was. It was just too much. Oh, it's stuck here. Yeah. I'm not about that. All right, let's see what the right color for this frog would be. All right, start with 133. Oh yeah, this light is driving me bananas. There we go. I will say, like, I only spent maybe like, what did I spend on this light? $40 on when I used to shop on Amazon. But the problem is, I'm like, where am I gonna find it now? Because I really am. We've been really good at not shopping on Amazon, so I'm trying to find an alternative where I could get a ring light that's budget friendly. Don't really care about speed. But it would be nice if it lasted me longer than. At least it didn't break this time. The last time the ring light completely busted because the part where it fits into the like the brick completely like fried. Which green do I have that I can work with? Oh, that's a good green. I just have to find it. Oh, I think I found it. I see a wave from Meow Chow. All right, so let me find a brownish tone. Oh, there's one right next to me. I mean, again, most of this is fun too because I get challenged from drawing stuff I'm not used to drawing. Like, I never, by choice, would draw a frog. But it's fun to do it because it just kind of challenges me to, like, do something outside of my comfort zone. Now, do I foresee myself continuously doing this? More lizards? Maybe not a frog. Maybe not a frog. Maybe I'll try, like, a chameleon or something next time. Next time. I'm sure everybody's excited to go back to work tomorrow. I put the marker down and I don't know where I put it. What the heck? I don't know what I did. Oh, there it is. I was like, I don't know what I did with the neon one. Here we go. What do you mean? Everybody's radiating that, like, back to work vibe. Ooh, that sounds delicious. I honestly could go for a hot chai. I'm also gonna be eating dinner after this, which is gonna be delicious. So I'm definitely hungry. All right, let me go in with a darker color, maybe some grays. And then I think I'm gonna call it quits with this frog. He did come out cute though. I think Billy is a good exactly. And burger time. Yeah, I could so I could literally smell the food being made, and Emma's making burgers and um potatoes. So I'm like I'm so excited. Oh no, but yeah, so I filmed my Philly haul and I was editing it on the couch before I just did this live. And it like a whopping 45 minutes. Guys, I only got like 3 things. I was like, "Oh god, like I'm a blabber. I can't help it. It's fine." Yeah, even my dog agrees. He's barking in the background like, "Yeah, you do talk a lot." Which is funny because I really don't. I feel like I don't, but once like when you're by yourself filming, you can't help but just kind of talk. So, no, funny enough, it's like 15 minutes me talking just about the show. And then I was like, okay, let me get into the actual haul because I have not talked about any, but I do put timestamps so people can skip that whole section if they don't want to listen to me ramble about like what we did and stuff. And then after that, I talked about my nib grinds, which I did my 5 pens with Matthew in half an hour. Like that was insane. And I didn't even ask him like up front. I was like, like to like I wasn't just there like, "Oh, I have 5 pens." I literally was like, "I'm so sorry." I was like, "I this might not even be possible, but could you do 5 pens?" And he's like, "What do you wanna do?" And so I was like I talked to him about it, and he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Let's try." And I was there early, so the person before me left maybe like 10 minutes before the end of their appointment, and he's like, "Oh, scooch over here," because there's like 2 seats, at the grinding tables. So he's like, "Oh, come on over." So I was there chatting with him, and I got an actual custom grind, which was his naginata. And I'm not gonna spoil anything. Watch the video in 2 weeks. No, I'm kidding. I got the naginata on my Pilot, and then I got a mini stub on my new paper mouse nib that I got because it was a 1.1, and I'm never gonna use a 1.1. So I got that ground smaller, and then I got 3 tunings. I tuned my 2 vintages, and then I got my platinum fine nib tuned to be wetter. Damien is a goat. Like, he is awesome. I got also the price. I got all 5 of those things done, but with like it's like 180. Yeah, it was 180. I paid 150 cash because that's what I had left, and then the rest I put on card. No, so I mean, you could get the pen, but you could also just get the nib. I put the paper mouse nib on my oh my god, Year of the Tiger pen. Cause I sold my other Opus Mini. I don't have 2 anymore. I have only 1. And yeah, so now I have the nib on that, and I love it. It's gonna be really fun to write with that one. I'm probably gonna take it with me to the Houston. I'm gonna go for a little craft fest. I'm gonna bring it with me. Alrighty, guys. I think I'm gonna wrap up on this one. We're done here. Billy is done. Yay! I'm caught up on this week. Oh yeah, Cheer Kitty I sold like last month. Who was I telling? I was telling somebody in the Discord that I wasn't wanting to sell it because I just wasn't using it. And then I put it up on my cart, and the same day it sold. So I'm glad that kind of went to somebody who wanted it. And that would make my... I've now sold like 4 pens. I sold my Pelican. I sold the Jonathan Brooks. I sold the Opus Kitty. And there's another one I, for some reason, can't remember. Or maybe it was just 3. Maybe it was just 3. But M did request me to draw Rudo from Gachiyakura, so maybe I'll do that on the next page, since it's still pretty early. But I'll also show you guys what I've done in the past week. This is what I did last week, and what I'm doing on the other side, which is the same thing I did last year's book, was put my media tracker. So this is all the movies I've watched. Last week was packed with movies. I don't know what the heck happened last week. And then the week before that, because sometimes I don't always color. Sometimes I just want to get a drawing done. And then this was it's like the end of December, like getting warmed into this version of the book. So this was today's drawing. I did my little, I could probably color this in a little bit more, maybe some grays at least. This is my suitcase that I used. Oh my god, why do I keep using this color? It's also very green. I think I colored something else with this. Yeah, I was like, this is very green for a neutral gray. There you go. What was I saying? I got distracted. We were talking about pens. Oh, sold. Yeah, I sold 3 pens. Oh, I really wanted the Kirk Spear custom nibs, but they were sold out. I think the only thing left was his like needlepoint, and I already don't like that I got the platinum fine, and that was very skinny, and I had to get it wetter. So I wasn't gonna do a needlepoint. It's not for me. I mean, you're not wrong. I am hungry, but thankfully I did eat a couple snacks before this. All right, yeah. So let me do this Rudo quickly. We finished this, we did this, and we did this. So these all came out really nicely. In case you guys were wondering what I did before, is this one, and this one. And then what I do is I cut up. Sorry, I just abruptly stopped talking. I cut these up, and then I put them in my, let me cut my thick journal here. I just put them up there. So now these will be next, and they'll be put into the journal. Okay, can I split screen this so that I could look stuff up? Let's see. Oh, I can. Okay, awesome. All right. Let's do Rudo from Gachiakura. Is anybody watching any good anime? Somebody told me I need to watch Free Rin, which I keep hearing that it's a really good show. So I'm probably gonna watch it because I'm running out of shows to watch. Oh, actually, maybe he doesn't have to be super big. All right, yeah, I think I'm gonna just do a little Rudo because I do need to go eat. So, where is my? Here it is. Again, I don't remember what this is called. I'm pretty sure it's a Kuretake pen, felt nib that you could fill with custom fountain pen ink. It's pretty cool. I like it. I was like, where's my reference? Oh, there it is. Okay. I tried to watch Fire Force. I didn't get that far into it though. The spare felt things, yeah. I've just kind of kept this color in it. I like it because it's light. Oh yeah, this is gonna be quick. I think because of the style of it is so stylized, it's a lot easier to do than like clean like anime. Like I don't know if that makes sense, but like the cleaner styles are harder to mimic or draw than like the messier ones. And the style Gachiakura is so cool, so it's like pretty fun and a little easier to align. Even though this looks jank as hell, it's supposed to. Because if I don't do the jank now, it's gonna look worse when I draw over it. Okay, the eyes there, so the hair is actually here. Yeah, I just kind of shoved a pipette as far as I could and like just like flushed it out. It does come out, but the problem is that like I pointed this out, it does stain. So if you're gonna put an ink in it, make sure you want that ink to be the color it shows because like I for my DNA pen, I knew and it's gonna probably say this color is gonna stay red. So even if it's a darker red and then I flush it out, clean it with another red, it'll always be red. But if I try to put like a green in there, it's probably gonna look really muddy. I also don't know how well it's gonna clean out the shimmer I put in it. Like this, I was really much experimenting with putting this colors in. But for science, I needed to know if shimmer worked in this pen, and the real test is gonna be cleaning it out. So, to answer your question, yeah, I use a pipette, like with a narrow thing. I think like one of those bulb things should work too, but it is just it is tricky to clean out. So, I'm really excited though because I'm going for the coil, but I think it's gonna be just as tricky to clean out. Oh yeah, no, the shimmer is gonna be in everything I put in there now. I'm just saying like I don't know if it's gonna clean everything out of like the bottom of it. Like there's like a little basin at the top of it. I don't have my pens near me, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, so I think this is as good as my outline's gonna get, and I'm just gonna kind of start going in. For this one, because the style is really cool, I could either go in with my beak nib, which I think actually will go in after, and do some really cool, like heavier lines. I agree with I think coil will also be easier to clean out. But I mean, I'm in a position where I technically would have both. So it's kind of hard if I had to pick two because I don't have the coil one yet. But I really like DNA. I think it just looks really cool. It's a really fun conversation starter. I don't know if everyone got to try. I did bring it to the pen show. I don't remember if everyone got to try it though. But there was so much going on that I like. At some point, I think I was like, one of my pens was left out, and I didn't even notice. There were so many things that honestly, if the universe wanted to, I would have lost. Like, I swapped out a nib that needed to be done by Heinz, and it like fell on the floor. And I think it was Mindy and Natasha were like, "Your nib fell," and I was like, "I didn't even notice." So it was that and a pen. So honestly, if the universe wanted to, I would have gotten them. Lost. Oh, okay. Yeah, oh, hold on. Are you okay? Okay. I heard crash, like plates crashing. I needed to check in. Oop. RIP plate. Moment of silence for that plate. Okay, I'm gonna wait on the hair because the hair I think will use the beacon nib on it. I've been really so I didn't think about it when I got it ground from a medium, but I really should have gotten the beacon nib on a fine because when Matthew does it, he's pretty much just bending the nib. So like whatever the tip of it is going to be the size you write with. And I typically love to draw with fines. So I was like, why did I get the beak on a medium? So maybe the next time I see him at Mosi, we could get it finer, or I'll just keep it because I use this one a lot. The Platinum Placer, which is a fine nib. So I'm like, maybe I shouldn't get it ground finer because I already used this one. Did you get a beak done too, Flo? Oh yeah, the you got it yours at the Empire show, right? Well, the issue with the stubs is that they can't be ground to anything like a custom grind. It can only be made smaller. That's how I learned with the whole thing with CY when I was like, "Oh, can my 1.1 be made into anything?" He's like, "No," because basically the tip part that's what makes the cool grind is gone on a stub. It's because it's flat. You can't make it into anything. So you can make it a smaller stub if that's what you're that's what you mean. Oh yeah, I'd love so mine's 1 point it's a 0.6, the one I got mine made to. Super nice. All right, let me just get the bottom of his neck here. And I'm gonna go in with the beak nib. Yeah, a 1.4 is I can't even imagine how thick that is because a 1.1 was too much for me. That's crazy. What was it? Who made the nib? Like what pen was it from? Let's go with this bad boy. Let's start up here. I mean, the paper's doing what it wants to in this corner. Hold on. Let me not flick the paper too hard. I'm gonna go a little bit further into here. Oh, the burger is a calling. All right, let me go in with some red. I think I have to make the hairline here a little bit. There we go. I was posting it before this, and then I ended up, like I said, I was just editing the video for the pen show, and I just kind of didn't fall asleep. Just was like, let me just add another project to my list. Because I swatched all the inks from the pen show, all the samples I got from people, and then I did my back journaling because I had fallen behind. All right, I'm so close to being done. Oh, that was not dry. Maybe I'll go in with the white. Fix that. The black was very much not in fact dry. There we go. Oh my god, why would I go back in with the same marker? I said, oh yeah, it's not dry. Let me go do it again. Alrighty, I think with that, we're wrapping this up. Thank you guys for popping in. Again, I hope I could get back to kind of doing these because these were so fun to do. Like, so maybe not weekly. Maybe I'll do it every 2 weeks, like I do my YouTube channel. But yeah, maybe it'll ease back into it. But anyway, again, thanks for watching, guys. Let me see if I close this. Show again those ones I did before. Honestly, looking back at it, it doesn't look as bad as I thought it did. So yeah, I'm happy with the way these turned out. So thanks for sticking around, guys. I'll see you next time. And for some of you, I'll see you next week. Bye.